Again, welcome students. In the previous video, I had explained about the some definition regarding probabilities. Now here I am going to start the exercise 5.3. So first here I had given one formula. That formula will be used in many of the question. Probability of an event equal to number of outcomes favorable to an event upon total number of possible outcomes. So kindly note down that formula. I will use that formula in the questions. So there I will explain that what is the number of outcomes favorable and what is the total number of possible outcomes. So that is the formula. Kindly note down this. And now here it is the question number 1. List the outcomes you can see in these experiments. So here two parts are given related to question number 1. For A, it is given that spinning a wheel. Here a wheel is given there where A, B, C, D, A. These are written and you need to find the total number of possible outcomes. So students, if you are going to spin that wheel, that is the arrow that is going to show that if B is coming, so result is B here. If C will come here in front of the arrow, then result will be C. But overall, if you are going to spin the wheel, what will be the total possible outcomes? So if you are going to spin the wheel, total possible outcomes will be either A, B, C or D. Again A is here, so that is also called the A. So both the A are not going to be differ. So if you are going to spin the wheel, here you are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sectors are given there, but in the two sectors same letters is written. So that will be taken only as A. If you are going to get the arrow here, you will say that result is A. If you are going to get the arrow here, you will say that result is A. So here total number of possible outcomes will be only 4. A, B, C and D. So if you are going to get the same result is repeated, that will be taken only one time. That will be counted only one time. So that will be taken here only one time. So here possible outcomes equal to A, B, C and D. That are the 4 possible outcomes A, B, C and D. Out of this you will get the result. But it is as that what is the total number of possible outcomes. So here you will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will count this also 5 in the terms of number. Total number of possible outcomes are 5, but here possible outcomes are only 4. A, B, C and D. Here A is coming 2 times, so that will be the 2. If you are going to get the number of possible outcomes, that will be 5. And here possible outcomes are that A, B, C and D. So these are the possible outcomes in the A part. Now it is the answer of the A. It is the answer of A part. Now answer of B. Tossing 2 coins. If you are going to toss 2 coins, what will be the total number of possible outcomes? So here total 4 possible outcomes will be there. If I am going to indicate head by H and tail, if I am going to indicate the tail by T, then if you are going to toss the 2 coins, so possible outcomes when 2 coins tossed equal to. So there will be 4 possible outcomes if you are going to toss the 2 coins. If only 1 coin is taken, there will be the 2 possible outcomes, head or tail. But if you are going to take 2 coins and if you are going to toss both the coins, then 4 possible outcomes will be there. First, on the first coin, if you are going to get head, on the second tail, it is the one. First coin head and second coin tail. So it is the first possible outcome. Second, on the first coin tail, second coin head, that is the second possible outcome. Third, first head, second head, that is the third. And fourth, first tail and second tail. So that is the fourth possible outcome. So these are the 4 possible outcomes on the first head, second tail, on the first tail, second head, first head, second head and first tail, second tail. So these are the 4 possible outcomes when 2 coins are tossed. Now here it is the question number second. What is when a die is thrown, list the outcomes of an event getting a prime number. So I will explain each and every part. Before that, if you are going to toss a coin, total number of possible outcomes equal to, so when a die is thrown, total possible outcomes equal to, that will be 1 2 3 4 5 6. If you are going to throw a Ludo dice, that will be the 6 possible outcomes. Now I am going for the first A part. A prime number. So if you are going to throw a Ludo dice, what is the possibilities for a prime number? So here what are the prime numbers? 1 is not a prime number. 1, neither it is taken as composite nor a prime. So 1 is not a prime number. 2, 3, 4 is not a prime number. 5 is prime number. 6 is not. It means 2, 3 and 5. These are the prime numbers. So here 2, 3, 5. So to get a prime number, the possibilities are 2, 3 and 5. Now B part. Not a prime number. So not a prime number. So here it is 1. 1 is not a prime number. 4 and 6. These are not a prime number. 1, 4 and 6. So prime numbers 2, 3, 5 and not a prime number 1, 4 and 6. Now second part. A number greater than 5. A number greater than 5. A number greater than 5. So these are the possible outcomes. So only you will get numbers from 1 to 6. So what is the number greater than 5? That is 6. Now B part. A number not greater than 5. A number not greater than 5. So what are the number not greater than 5? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 is also not greater than 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are the possible outcomes according to the questions. Now students, here it is given the question number 3rd. Find the, and here 3 parts are given related to that. In the A part it is given that find the probability of the pointer stopping on D. Here you need to find the probability of the pointer that stop on the D. So here I had given the formula: probability of an event equal to number of outcomes favorable to an event upon total number of possible outcomes. So here I am going to explain the formula. So here solution of the first A part. So first you will find the number of outcomes favorable to an event. If you are going to spin that spinning wheel, then how many D are there? It means your number of favorable outcomes means for what the question is asked, for the D. So how many D is there? So there is 1 D. It means number of outcomes favorable to this event is 1. Now upon total number of possible outcomes. So here total number of possible outcomes, there are 4 outcomes A, B, C, D. But number of outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will be taken as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 possibilities are there. This arrow can stop on these any one of these 5. So number of possible outcomes are 5 and you are going for the D. So D is here 1. If it is asked the same question for A, so there will be the 2 possible favorable 1, 2. But D, only 1 D is there, so there will be 1. So here you will write number of outcomes. You can use the direct formula. Here you can use the direct formula. Probability of getting D. Probability of getting D. So how many D is there? 1. Number of favorable outcomes. So here D is 1 time. So that will be 1 upon. And total number of possible outcomes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 1 upon 5. You will write this formula and after that answer will be 1 upon 5. Now B. You need to find the probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled 52 playing cards. So here if you are familiar with the playing cards, in the playing card total 52 cards are there. If you are going to pick one card, how many options you are having? 52. It means total number of possible outcomes are 52. 52 cards are there. So there will be the 52 possibilities. Now number of favorable outcomes, you need to find the probability of ace. So in the playing cards there will be the 4 ace card. So number of ace cards, in playing cards, that is equal to 4. There will be the 4 ace cards. Overall 4 ace cards are there in the playing cards, and total number of cards, there will be the 52 cards. Overall 52 cards are there. Now you need to find the probability of getting ace. So probability of getting an ace card, it is equal to favorable outcomes. It means you are going to pick for the ace card. So how many ace cards are there? 4 upon total number of cards are 52. Total number of possible outcomes, here total number of cards here are 52. So it will be 1 upon 13. It will be cancelled by 13 times. So that will be 4 upon 52. Now see, probability of getting a red apple. One diagram is given here. That is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 apples are there. G indicating green and R indicating red. You need to find the probability of getting a red apple. So total number of apples and total number of possible outcomes, that will be total available apples are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total number of apples are 7. And how many are red? You need to find for the red. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red apples are there. So here number of red apples equal to 4, and total number of apples, that is equal to 7. Total 7 apples are there. So probability of getting a red apple, probability of getting red apple, that is equal to number of favorable outcomes. It means red apples are 4 upon total number of apples 7. So 4 upon 7. So that is the solution of the question number 3rd.